Hi, Tony here from empowermefirst.college. Let's pick up where we left off. We have two carriers, and these two equations tell us how much these two carriers charge for a monthly usage of data. This situation is very similar to what we saw with the cab drivers, in the sense that we have a flat fee for subscribing to the service. Here, this flat fee is 10, and here it is 20. This is equivalent to being charged for entering the cab in the video we did before. And then we have a variable quantity here and here. And this quantity depends on how much data is consumed during a given month. Previously, we had a distance measured in miles, and here we have a quantity of data measured in gigabytes. Let's now assume that we have a third carrier that charges no flat fee, zero flat fee, but then is more expensive, charges $6 per gigabyte of data. Now pause the video and write the equation for this third carrier. Here is the equation. What we're going to do is compare again to see when this third carrier charges the same as the first, and then we're going to do another comparison to see where this third carrier charges the same as the second one. So let's go with the third. Again, pause the video and try to do it yourself. So we're going to set the two equations, the equation of carrier 1 and the equation of carrier 3 equal to each other. We can drop the p's. We throw all the g's on one side. Let's put them on the right side of the equation so we avoid working with negative numbers, and we can just ignore the 0. 6g minus 4g gives us 2g's, meaning g equals 5. Carrier 1 and 3 charge the same for a consumption of data of 5 gigabytes. Now again, same as we did before, we want to figure out the price for a data usage of 5 gigs. Then we know that P1 and P3 are going to be the same. So we can just plug this 5 into any of these two equations. Turns out that we did it for P1 already earlier, and this is what we got. And we know that P3 is going to be equal to P1 at 30 for a data consumption of 5 gigabytes. Now again, as we did before, if we are interested in knowing who is cheaper below and above that 5 gigs of data usage, we take a data consumption that is either below or above that. In the other examples we did, we already took a smaller quantity. So this time around, we're going to look at the other side. What we do is exactly identical in terms of logic, except we take a greater value. They are equal at 5. We can take any value greater than that. Let's go with 10. We already calculated that for carrier 1, and we found $50. Now let's do it for carrier 3. We take this equation here, and instead of g, we use 10. 6 times 10 is 60. We can just ignore the 0. So P3 is 60 at 10 gigabytes, meaning that P1 is smaller than P3. So carrier 1 is cheaper for any quantity of data greater than 5 gigabytes. Once we know that, we also know that below 5 gigabytes, it's going to be the other way around. Carrier 3 is going to be cheaper than carrier 1 for any data consumption smaller than 5 gigabytes. Now, try to do the comparison between carrier 2 and 3, following the exact same steps that we just did.
Empowermefirst.college is here today.